All right, well, hello and welcome to today's session. I'm Brian France. This is all part of the 2021 Internet Marketing Plan. This is the second webinar for 2021, where we build upon your overall 2021 Internet Marketing plan. So I'm just gonna double check if you can just hit me up in the comments. Let me know if you can hear me. You can see my screen, and I just want to double check. We are recording, so this will be available after this recording. So again, welcome to the 2021 how to optimize your mortgage website for maximum conversion. And again, all part of the digital dominance method, right? So we look at, we drill down in each one of these aspects of your online marketing strategy, right? You got your foundation being like your SEO, your reputation, and your website is really your foundation, right? But we drill down in each one of these, and so we'll have these going on monthly moving forward, and we'll be talking about retargeting, PPC, repeat and referral business, right? Social media advertising, and reputation and reviews. So the next 60 to 90 minutes, please, if you could. Just turn off cell phones, turn off Facebook for a minute, close those other tabs in front of you. If you're serious about, taking your mortgage business to the next level, the next 60 to 90 minutes are critical. And so just real quick, who am I? I am the author of the Internet Marketing for Mortgage Brokers. If you don't have a copy of this book yet, we really spell out in here, everything to do from your website to claiming your Google Maps listings to PPC to social media advertising. And if any of you that's on this call would like a copy, I'd be happy to send you one. Just shoot me an email or hit me up in the comments. I'd be happy to ship that off to you. But I'm widely accepted as a premier expert in the digital marketing space for mortgage brokers. Been working with mortgage brokers from coast to coast since 2013, and yeah, so that's who I am. And this is what we do, right? My company is Mortgage Broker Marketing. We've been, working with mortgage brokers since 2013, and this is what our team does every day, right? We manage the internet marketing for mortgage brokers from coast to coast, and this is what we do all day, every day, right? And so I did have a workbook download. So hit me up in the comments if you don't got that. I'll be over here checking the chat, which I'm going to right now. So just hit me up in the comments. It looks like some people are hearing me, are seeing my screen. So that's a good thing. I've done many of these and made some mistakes. So, but yeah, so download that workbook. You can visit this this address here, mortgagebrokermarketing.com/conversion-workbook. And go to the next one. Okay, so I'm just going to jump into it. So what we see, there's a problem, right? There's nothing, if we don't have a problem, there's nothing really to fix, right? So the problem that we see, with a lot of brokers out there is that, a lot of brokers are spending a lot of money in advertising, right? They're putting a big investment up front in advertising, and just not, and like they may be getting traffic, but not enough leads, right? So their websites, are getting traffic, but they're not getting the leads from it. And so what that results in, right, is low ROI. You might invest like $1,000 or whatever in a form of advertising, and you might get like a couple thousand back, or it's just not enough to grow, right? And so it doesn't allow you to generate a return to where you can, you're not getting the leads enough to, not getting enough leads, and in turn growing from it. So that's why your website is so important. And I just wanted to reiterate, right? Your website and its ability to convert leads consistently is a big major component to your online marketing, right? This allows for momentum and consistent growth, right? And so if we can solve for that, right? If we can, maximize the conversion of your website, and what will happen is more phone calls, and business growing, business booming. And so your website is really the hub of all your marketing efforts. No matter what you do online, people are going to end up back at your website, right? Someone might get referred to you. What are they going to do? They're going to go to Google, check out some reviews, hit your website, make sure, okay, is this person legit? And then, they'll give you a call. So, so I just wanted to draw something out really quick, and why conversion is so important. If we look at these two scenarios, right? So scenario number one, 500 visitors per month, and 5% of those are converted, right? That would be 25 calls or leads, right? From that 500 visitors, right? Now, if you converted 30% of those calls into a closed loan, that's around 7 new clients, and say, there's a $1,200 transaction value. And I know that might be low for a lot of you on this call. A lot of our clients, that average transaction value is a lot higher. But I just wanted to kind of give some, just like a kind of low end example here. And what that would equal out to be, from those 25 leads, 7 new clients, $1,200 transaction value, you would get $8,400 in return, right? Now, scenario two, same traffic, right? Same visitors, 500 a month. Now, if that website is able to convert at 15%, that would be 75 calls. So if someone can just hit me up in comments, what would you rather have, right? The 25 calls or the 75 calls? And yeah, I see some comments coming in. Obviously the 75 calls, right? And converting this, so you're able to convert the same amount, right? 30%, that would be 22 new clients, $1,200 transaction value. So you really tripled the leads and the revenue, or triple the leads and the revenue, right? So just wanted to share that quick example of why conversion is so important. Why the conversion of your website, like why optimizing that, why think about that? Well, this is what you get, right? And again, we're looking at 500 visitors a month. This is kind of a low end, but it's still a good amount of visitors coming to the website every month. Now, let's go to the next one here. And so is your website set up to convert at a high level? And I like to bring this example. This is a client that's been with us now for over 3 years, based out of Indianapolis. And this is what their website looked like before coming to us, right? And all we did, we set up the site. We launched it with a different design, right? So we got some calls to action, phone number nice and big at the top right, so it's always there. we had the website welcome video easily watched. They had that as well here on the old site, but what was done was instead no calls to action here, and no phone number up top, but just doing this gave them the ability now to convert at a much higher level. And almost right away that they started with us, we started experiencing a lot more calls and a lot more of these forms being filled out. Okay. So, so why is getting your website, set up for conversion important for you? And so that's what we're gonna dive into here. So we're gonna get into the nuts and bolts of it. But really, there's 10 critical elements that will enhance your website's ability to convert a visitor. And number one here is really speaking to your customer avatar, right? So what are their fears and implications? What are their goals and desires? Like, are you answering the question, like why they should choose you? Are you answering that question on your website, right? Really speak to your target audience. So number two there is be real, right? You use authentic images of your team, your office, on your homepage, throughout the website, everywhere. People do business with people they know, like, and trust. So, if you can be there smiling back at them, welcoming them to the website. And this then brings me to number three, the use of video and multimedia. There's so many opportunities. People really appreciate those videos, right? Like, if someone creates a video welcoming them, answering a question, like telling them what they should do next, that website welcome video is going to go a long way. But also that, maybe there's a short video of you explaining, the particular loan program, like veterans or an FHA loan, explaining like the pros and cons of it even, right? And having a video on like, why someone should choose you compared to the competition. Everyone's website says they're available, all the time and this and that. Now, if you can actually sit there and tell them that in a video, that's going to go a lot farther than, just some text on a page. So, so really using video and implementing that on your website will go a long way. The next element here to optimize for conversion would be social proof, right? So there's many different ways people review businesses online, but Google, Yelp, Facebook, and really taking those reviews from those websites and adding them to your website will go a long way in building trust with that visitor. It's not enough nowadays to get like a page set up and just typing in what a customer said. There's tools out there that will stream these reviews in right on your website, and like a new review will come in, it'll pop, it'll keep that website fresh and updated. But really, adding that social proof, having that Google review that links back right to the review, and like so people can see it's actually a real person, right? And so the next element here is getting the basics in order, right? Having a phone number nice and clear, nice and big up at the top right. If you look at websites and the ones that are following, marketing, advertising principles, they always have the phone number in the top right corner, and it's up in that top right corner for a reason. And that's by tracking mouse movements, the mouse usually follows the visitor's eyes, and you'll see a lot of people ending up in the right up here, right? And so that's why it's always at the right. Logo on the left, phone, nice big phone number at the top right. It's always there. Some people are going to hit the website and just be like, okay, this looks legit, let's call them, right away. So they're not gonna have to dig around or and find out more information. But and sure, there's a web form that's someone can fill out. So on every single page, no matter what page they land on, you can't really count on someone to visit the contact page, right? To visit the contact page, and let me just make sure I have you can't really count on someone to visit the contact page. If you are, believe it or not, you're asking a lot of that customer or that visitor to your website. And there's also, you borrow the credibility from, you might have won some awards. You can display those awards on your website. You can, you have a great rating on Yelp, put that there. That builds trust, right? It builds authority and trust. BBB, maybe you have a membership with them. These are, and you put those symbols on your website to really build authority and trust. Let people know they're dealing with a reputable company. Number 5 here is ensure that you have clear calls to action, right, on every page that speak to your customer avatar, right? If they're on the refinancing page, ask them, are you paying too much for your mortgage, right? And put a little button there and send them to a form. Click here. You gotta really spell it out for them. But if again, and the placement of those buttons is important, right? You don't want to bury them at the bottom of the page because someone may never scroll that far down to find it. So really giving the customer what they need, what they want right away is going to go a long way. The next one here, making sure your website is mobile optimized. I'm not finding a lot of websites nowadays that are not already mobile optimized. Most of the websites I see, a lot of templated websites out there, a lot of mortgage website template builders, and they optimize their sites for mobile, but they're missing, a lot of times some, a click to call button or like a clear call to action. When someone hits that mobile, hits that website from a mobile phone. The next thing here is to leverage live chat. So live chat has been proven to increase conversions by like 35%, just by adding a little chat feature, right? Believe it or not, most of your customers nowadays are not, trying to answer a phone call, or if they can get the job done by using a chat, to book an appointment or to, answer a couple questions, they'd much rather do that than picking up the phone or waiting for a phone call back. So leveraging live chat, a lot of the CRMs that you guys use nowadays, might already have this feature, and, it's just simply, connecting your website to it. So really getting that installed on your site is going to go a long way. Even Facebook has a little chat bot that you can put, from your business page, you can connect it to your website. And then the next thing here is really start to give those people visiting a way to book an appointment with you online, right? Have your calendar open and, connect a tool to, have people book 15 minutes right in your calendar to ask a few questions. Now, the next one here, site speed. So site speed is become really important nowadays. And it could even hurt your SEO if you have like poor quality site speed. Your site just loads slow, takes a long time to load up a page. That is doing two things, right? The person visiting is not going to wait around forever. They'll go to the next website. And, now Google is also looking at that and saying, okay, this is not providing a good experience. So we're not gonna, feature this in our search results. And then this last one here, engaging with your customers via text and phone, by using automation. So there's, what we've done with our clients is connected a tool called Mortgage Book and having automation in play for every time a lead gets filled out online, they get added to the, like we create a campaign. It'll call your office. You press 1 to connect with that lead, so they get followed up with right away. About 5 out of 10 of those are going to go to voicemail. So you leave an automated voicemail and then follow up with a text message. And by doing that, you're automatically, the chances of you converting that lead are going to go up dramatically. So those are the 10 critical elements here to really maximize the conversion of your site. And so, what is the one online marketing element that will have the biggest impact? And that is conversion. And so how do we optimize for conversion? Right. I just wanted to share. So I shared this example with you. This is our client in Indianapolis. And this is our client in Indianapolis. And it looks like I pulled up a different client here, but I just wanted to share with you. We'll look at the analytics and then just go through the numbers. But this is our client. We're looking at the last 30 days, right? So if you can see there, the last 30 days, they got 1,273 visits to their site, right? And so if I just opened up a calculator, and we counted 236 leads, right? If we looked at the number of leads that came in from first-time callers, right? So you got 71 from the website, 58 from Google My Business, and 17 from our PPC. And then we counted up in the last 30 days here, 31 leads that came, 31 form fills that came from the website, right? They got 7 apps, 3 are in process. So 21 leads that still need to be followed up with, right? Or that they are working on. So, so we counted 236. Oh, let me go like this. There we go. 236. What was it? 1,273. Oh, sorry. 236 divided by 1,273. Oops. There we go. So you're looking at 18% conversion, right? And so some months a lot better, but 18% conversion, that's 18% of the people visiting the site are converting, right? If we got 1,273 forms being filled out here, that is huge. And so I thought it would be good to just at least share an example of a website that's converting well. And geez, if we looked at Grandview, they get a lot of traffic. But let me see if I can pull that up really quick. Jump over to the other account. Boom, boom. And then Grandview. Okay. Reports. All right. So, nope. Okay. Did I jump? Oh, here we go. Okay. So, let that load up here. And you see now they got in the last 30 days 4,000 visits, right? They got two sources of the calls, right? So first time calls, so they got I think I counted 100 and this is counting the calls. What it's not counting is all the forms getting filled out. So we're looking at about 240 140 from and divided by 4,000. So it's just your website's ability to convert at a high level is going to change your business, right? You're going to be able to expect consistent growth, a lot of momentum. So yeah, and so I should have maybe walked you through some of the key elements there on the site, which why not? And so here's the website, right? So what you're looking at when you visit a website is what you see before you scroll is what's known as above the fold. And above this fold, we have to pack enough information to get people to take an action, right? We always have the phone number nice and easily accessible at the top right. So that's a given. Now, the next things here, it's like, okay, are you refinancing? Are you purchasing a home? So if someone's purchasing, like considering, buying a house, this is the form that they get into. And this form here is really designed to capture a lead, right? It's going to, and at the end is where we ask for their name, their email, and their phone number. We're not using an apply now button nice and big right here, right? People aren't going around looking at mortgage websites for a 1003 application. They're just not doing that. Now we've had people do that with our clients, right? They okay, yeah, I'm good. They've read reviews, but most of the people are going to feel a lot more comfortable going into something like this, not having to give up their sensitive details like their name, their email, their phone number, to get some information. So they'll answer a series of questions about their loan or whatever that they're looking for, and then they'll feel a lot more comfortable at the end when they go to fill out their name, their email, and their phone. So let's go to the next one here. So as you can see, like what we were converting at previously, this is like just one of the funnels. A lot of just optimizing. I mean, look at this. Like we implemented a strategy for this client and then calls started happening. So you really see an increase just by making some minor tweaks to your website. And so, how can we get your website to convert at this high level? Like we have a little cheat sheet here. If you visit this website, mortgagebrokermarketing.com, this website link here /cheat sheet, be happy. This will be able to download. Now, this kind of walks you through the best way to, set up your website. Those authority symbols, you got the calls to action here. Phone number, nice and big, right? So this is you can call it like a template to design your website on. And really, if you can, design that messaging to speak to your customer avatar, because if you haven't done that yet, like if you haven't thought about your ideal customer, who you want to work with, like what's their age, what's their pains and frustrations, what are they concerned about, like what are their goals, what do they want, what are their dreams, right? What are their fears, like what are they worried, like what are they why are they scared to call you or scared to contact you, or just hesitant to. So if you haven't done this, this is a really worthwhile exercise. But really looking at like the demographics of your ideal customer, their pains and frustrations, you can list out and just jot these things down. We do this with our clients when we're building out that website, so we can really, our content writer then can write the content, and our website designer, like our designer, can then use that content in the design. But it's good. I started a list here, and let me know if you want to if you want me to send it to you. I'd be happy to. But what are some of their some of their fears, right? They might have too much debt. Say that they might have a lot of student loan debt. Down payment. Maybe they don't have a lot of money for a down payment. So, maybe their credit their credit might need some work, right? Some of their goals. They want to own a home. They want to be, they want to, keep up with the Joneses. They want to, more money, more wealth. They want, people that respect them. So these are some of your clients' goals, right? They might like, to travel more with their family. They might, so it's good to think about these things when crafting your messaging on your website, or when, building out that website. So, some of the messaging that we found, we've built now well over 50 mortgage websites from scratch. We custom build all of our websites. And so, we have the analytics and the history of these websites. And so we really started to figure out, like, what is the messaging that's working? What is driving the phone calls? And I just took a few from some of our clients, and some of the advertising that we do from some of our clients, like, see what you qualify for in, 30, like in 2 minutes. And, do you know how much home you can afford? Like, first step's getting pre-approved, these things, these messagings, we've been using, and these are what's working for our clients. And again, so speak to that ideal avatar, be real and authentic, add real imagery of you, your team, your office. Video, right? Video is going to go a long way. Let people, talk to, a couple of the loan officers that they might deal with, right? Like having a 1 minute and like a 90-second video to walk people through, like, who you are, who you serve, what questions, maybe like a frequently asked question you can answer really quickly, and then, and let them know what they should do next, right? Let them know if you want them to pick up the phone, if you want them to fill out a form, or both. And so, social proof, right? There's so many different ways you can pull in reviews from other websites like Yelp and Google, and display those on your website, right? There's just so many different ways, and see all of these reviews here link to the actual source it came from, so that it adds a lot of trust, right? And there's been studies out there that show that people trust an online review as much as a personal recommendation. So it's like these reviews are like personal recommendations for you. So, and yeah, so you know all this, making sure your website's mobile ready. There's 4.8 billion people with mobile phones nowadays. So, and you know, over 50% of the people that search for a local business use their smartphone, and I think this number has gone up now. But 40% of you know, 40% of the people left your site because it wasn't helping them on their mobile phone. So, you know, having a click to call, like call us for a free consultation. I could say click here, you know, call. And again, so that live chat I spoke about a little bit earlier. Live chat is gonna really, I mean, if 90% of the people come to your website and leave without taking any action, right? They're not, they had an interest, right? They came to your website for a reason. Now, you know, maybe they couldn't get the answer they wanted, or couldn't get the question that they had answered in, you know, with the quick glance, so they could jump into the chat. A lot of our clients will start answering those questions, schedule some time. So these having this feature, I mean, if you know, it increases conversion by 35%, that is huge. So so yeah, so just to sum up, the real key ideas here are adding real authentic images, right, to your homepage and throughout your site. No matter, you never know where someone's going to land, and most of the time people are going to hit the homepage and then visit the about page. And so those are two areas you want to look at. Having adding website, adding video to the website. So, you know, website welcome video, a video explaining a particular program, like a video for first-time buyers. Maybe you have a page about that. Could really go a long way, right? And then showcasing those reviews that you got on Google and on Yelp, showcasing them on the website on every single page, no matter what. So, you know, so no matter what page they land on, they're going to see some social proof, right? That's going to be tremendous. And getting the basics in order, right? Like the basics being having the phone number in the top right, a web form on every single page that people can fill out. That's really optimized to convert that visitor. And then borrowing the credibility from like BBB or some award that you might have won. Like a lot of our clients get these awards from you know, a specific lender, or, you know, this or that. So those are good, you know, authority symbols. Let me just grab a sip. Excuse me. So, and then, you know, make sure that there's calls to action on every single page. And those, it's important that they speak to that customer avatar, right? They, and you tell them what to do, right? Exactly what to do next, right? So it's like, click here, fill out this form. You know, you got to spell it out for them. Another key idea here is adding the live chat. Start giving your clients the ability to book with you online. So, you know, some people, you know, they might be at work really quickly, jump in. If they see that calendar option, it's like, hey, let me book something during lunch. You know, why they have it up in front of them, right? And really thinking about the speed of your website. So there's tools out there, Page Speed Insights, and I'll just pull up one of our client sites real quick. Let that go in the background. but there's tools out there like Page Speed Insights from Google. If you just go to Google and type in Page Speed Insights, or you look at a tool called GT Metrics, you can plug your website in there and it'll tell you, how fast it loads. And Google is really nice. There you can see like how fast it loads on mobile and how fast it. So I'm gonna do our. Oh, I messed that up. Of course, I can't spell. So there we go. So we're going to analyze it. Okay, so I'll let that run in the background. So, but you want to know like how fast your website loads, and Google looks at these things, right? If Google's going to sense, a poor experience from someone using your website, and if someone visits your website and it takes forever to load, they're not gonna stick around. People have very short attention span. I think this finished here, so I just want to show you. This is our client, New Bankers. On mobile, 91. On desktop, you're looking at 100, right? So things load really fast, and this, we can be sure this is helping our SEO efforts, and it's also giving the people that visit the website a very good experience, right? They're not waiting around forever for this video to load or for this or that. But site speed does matter. So Google is looking at these things, and if your page, so it's good to check. Go to Page Speed Insights or GT Metrics. Check the score of your site. And a lot of times, like some of the images on the website, they need to be optimized for speed. Some of the plugins in the background need to be condensed, or so there's a lot that goes into it. But I'd be happy to work with anyone on that. And then making sure to engage with your customers the way they want to be engaged with, right? So using SMS, believe it or not, I mean, let me see in the comments from you guys, like, who would rather, text someone, text a service provider and get the job done like that rather than picking up the phone? And I see, yeah, a couple yeps. So yeah, your customers are the same way, right? They're gonna they prefer a text over a phone call every day of the week. So is your website optimized for conversion? So I didn't want to just talk and not have a second for you guys to pause and think about your own website, and not walk away with something you can do, right? So take a second, pick 3, take a peek at your website, and pick 3 things that you can implement from those key ideas, and write them down, right? And if you have questions, shoot me an email, or shoot me a comment, and we'll take a look at your website and be happy to give you a few action items that you can implement to improve the conversion of your site. But yes. Oh, and hold on a second. I think I got a package that got delivered, so my phone's ringing. What's the biggest marketing issue facing our companies is the number of unconverted leads. So I'm sure your web forms, people fill those things out. Getting a hold of them is a challenge, right? So some of our clients, don't got time to call this person back 3, 4, 5 times. that just filled out, like they filled out a form on their website. They have an interest, but maybe they got busy and they forgot. And then, they see the call coming in, but they'd rather text or whatever. But 90% of the web forms that get filled out fail to convert. Why is that? Well, if you have a lead that comes in from your website, it's not followed up within, I would say, 5 minutes, but that lead's going cold, right? They forgot. The average sale is made on the 5th, 6th, 7th touch. So, they're going to need to be followed up with a number of times before booking that call or before, jumping on a phone call or a meeting, right? And today, people would much rather take care of everything by text. I'm sure, and you guys are all in the same boat. So here's the solution, right? We developed a tool called Mortgage Book where we have automation that connect with our web forms, right? As soon as someone, fills out that web form, it gets connected, to our automation follow-up. So someone fills out this form, they're going to get sent over, it's going to automatically call our client's office, right? The girl that's there is Lindsay. She picks it up. She presses 1 and connects to that customer that just filled out this form, right? And about 50% of them don't answer that phone. They see it, they ignore it. So an automatic voicemail goes out. Hey, this is Lindsay from Grandview. Blah blah blah. Give us a call back. Are you still looking for this? Were you still looking to purchase? Are you still looking to refinance? Or give us a call back at this number. And then a text message goes out. So that person got followed up with right away. And, this number now jumps up to, 50% of the people are going to pick up that phone. So it just by doing that, right? So connecting, with an automation system, because you guys are busy. You guys have loans to do for people, and so taking this automation to that client is going to increase your conversions because you'll actually get a hold of these people that are filling out your lead forms. And of course it's all automated, right? And so this prospect now is touched, within the first 5 minutes 3 times, right? They got a voicemail, they got an email, a text message, and then the next day, another text message. And these people can text right back, right? And we're asking a simple question also in there, that's going to trigger a response. And so this is important. Let me go to the next one here. And so it is simple math, right? If you had 100 leads and you're converting 30% of those, right? And so with no follow-up, that's 30 new loans, right? $1,200 average ticket, it's $36,000. Now you take those same leads and you can convert 70% of them. It's a much bigger difference. You triple the leads, and you triple the revenue. So it just makes every lead that you do generate a lot more valuable, putting that automation in place. And so if you do want to take a peek at this, we have this tool that we created called Mortgage Book. Give me a call. I'll be happy to walk you through that system. So again, here are those critical elements, right? Does your website speak to your target avatar? Does it have real authentic images and videos? Does it have, does it showcase your reviews? Does it make, are you making it easy for someone to contact you? Phone number in the top right, web form. You know, are there calls to action on every single page, right? Is it mobile optimized with an easy click to call button? And so what are those action, what are those action items? If you want to go ahead and pop them in chat, I'll take a peek at them in a second. And then I see the live chat feature, calls to action on every page. Love it. Adding video. Yeah. Thanks, Steve. So that I know these are very important action items. If you did not come away with a couple action items from today's session, drop me in chat. I will be sure to work with you after this to come up with some clear action items. But and again, if you know, this is what we do for our clients on a daily, you know, Monday through Friday. And if you would like to see, no obligation, no pressure, if you would like to see what it would look like, you know, us working with you, what it would look like, you know, we'd be happy to take a look at your web presence, show you what we can do, show you some of the results that we get from our clients, and see if you know, if it makes sense for us and for you, then we can move forward. But you know, give us a call. You can visit our appointment link right on our website also. And some of those things that we'll do, you know, we'll look at your online visibility. So we'll run a ranking report, give you a custom keyword list. We'll look at the online directories that you are listed on. We'll look at your online reviews, see if there's anything we can help you with there. Look at your social media presence, your website conversion effectiveness, which is huge. You know, just give us a call. Be happy to look at those things. And, you know, I'll just open it up for any questions. And I'll stop here with the digital dominance method. Let me see if there's any questions here. Okay. Where are the questions? I think this question is about the live chat. What are some tools out there that can leverage live chat, like, and connect to you? Well, there's a lot of tools out there. You know, some of our clients have these tools already built in through their CRM, so we just got to connect it. And some of them like use WhatsApp or you know, Facebook Messenger. So there's a lot of different ways, but there's also tools out there that you can pay monthly for. That would connect to your website. It's like a little plugin that you can put into your website and connect right to you. So, so yeah, I hope that was helpful. If you guys have any questions, I'd be happy to discuss this with you further. Just you know, take me up on this, you know, free you know, strategy session. I'll show you exactly what we do for our clients. We'll look at some things you can do to your own website, to your own online marketing strategy that can benefit you. And again, if you haven't picked up a copy of our book, be sure to shoot me an email. I'll be happy to get this over to you. It really spells out everything that we do for our clients and what you should be doing in your online marketing. So I'd be happy to get this in the hands of any mortgage broker in the country. So if you're looking for this, shoot me an email. I'll be happy to send it over to you. And I think that's it. Yeah, I think I'm going to wrap this up. Have a good day, and until next time.